Okay. So, good afternoon to all the participants joining us today. And on behalf of IGNOU Regional Center Delhi 3, I extend a very warm welcome to this online interactive session. And this is organized by Regional Center Delhi 3 in collaboration with the School of Continuing Education, SOCE. And this is basically on the research project MHCP-002, which is compulsory component of the MSCHSC program. The second year research project is essential academic component, and today's session aims to provide clarity on topic selection, proposal development, research tools, report writing, and overall expectations of MHCP 002. We are privileged to have with us two esteemed resource persons, Professor Hena K. Bijli and Dr. Meenu Verma from SOCE, IGNOU. Professor Hena Bijli is a distinguished academician known for her rich contributions to home science, research methodology, and program development. Dr. Meenu Verma brings deep experience in learner support, project guidance, and practical research implementation. Their expertise will guide our learners in understanding the essential requirements of the research project and help them avoid common mistakes while ensuring academic rigor. I now request Professor Hena K. Bijli to kindly take the session forward. And after both the presentations, we will have a dedicated question and answer segment where learners may ask their questions through the chat box or by using the raise hand option. I once again thank our resource persons and all learners for joining this important session. And I hope it will greatly support you in completing your research project confidently and successfully. So now I request Professor Hena to please take over the session.
Thank you, Dr. Faisal. Thanks for organizing this for us. This was much awaited. We've been planning this for a month or so, but we were all so busy with the Foundation Day and other events and content development that we managed to have a meeting today. Thanks to Dr. Faisal RC Delhi 3 for this. I expected that more learners would join us today because the subject is of immense importance. Myself and Dr. Meenu have been working on this project for you all and how to simplify and easen out things for you all. The process of making a research proposal and the process of submitting the research proposal and so on, how to submit, where to submit, that is what we are going to discuss. We are into MSc second year, and there is, of course, we have the theory courses, but we thought of touching upon the project part first, because this involves you to do field work and also to collect data for your study. Carolyn, if I may request you to please mute yourself because there's a lot of ambient sound coming. Yes, thank you so much. After I switch off, you all can start your questions. Some bit I will be discussing with you and some bit Dr. Meenu will be discussing with you today. So just to make a small presentation, you are in your course of MSc second year. Okay, you have entered MSc second year, and I presume that all of you must have passed in your theory papers. Your project is still under evaluation, which is why the results are a little delayed in reaching you. But perhaps in a month or so, you should be getting your first year results. Okay. So having said that, we thought that we should first discuss this course called research project in home science MHCP-002, just like how we had a discussion a few months back on field project in home science. Okay, that was the first year project that was based on field work with a few activities. But this is your second year project and it involves doing a tiny bit of research work. Okay, so there is a course in second year called MHC-008. It's called Research Methods in Community Development and Extension Management. It should be uploaded on eGyan Kosh, the soft copy. If it is not, we will any case be mailing it to all of you today after today's session, so that it becomes easy for you to understand the subject. Okay, now the other course which is research based, for which we are meeting today, it is called Research Project in Home Science, MHCP-002. To discuss this and to make you understand more clearly, I'm going to do a share screen for you, and myself and Dr. Meenu will be discussing this course with you, how to do it in the field and how to prepare your analysis and submit it as a project report. Okay. So once you see the screen, please tell me if it is visible to all of you. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now more clearly?
Yeah, it's a bit zoomed.
Okay. So the name of this course is MHCP-002 Research Project in Home Science. MHCP is the code of your course. Okay. And this is a small research project of 6 credits. 6 credits, as in you will have to devote 180 hours to this research project. 1 credit is 30 hours. How to begin your research project? Okay. To begin with, this is like a small research or a dissertation which you have to do in your second year, for which the process has to begin now. Okay. So the first and foremost step is to look for a supervisor in your city from a university or college. Supervisor means who will guide your work. जो आपके काम को guide करेगा, वो कहलाता है supervisor. So who can be your supervisor? It can be a supervisor from your own college where you did your BSc or BA. Okay. And the supervisor could be a professor or an associate professor or an assistant professor. Okay. The qualifications could be MSc or MA in home science with a specialization in the subject you're studying, extension and communication, or it could be someone who has completed MSc or MA in home science general, who does not have a specialization. Okay. Who's just a person who has qualified in general home science, or an MSc or MA in extension or agricultural extension or sociology or social work or master of social work. Okay. And the faculty, whoever is going to be your supervisor, can be of the level of assistant professor, associate professor or professor. If it is a professor or associate professor, it is better. The faculty should have minimum 2 years of experience. It is a compulsory thing. Okay, compulsory eligibility. Desirable is a person should be PhD, could be non-PhD also, but the faculty should have done PhD. It is desirable, but it is not compulsory. So you have to look for a supervisor in your city from a university or a college who is a professor or associate professor or an assistant professor with these qualifications. Okay. So you immediately start your search job for your supervisor who is going to guide you in this research project. Now the next step is you send the CV of your supervisor for approval to IGNOU. That is for approval to us, myself, Hina Bijli, or Dr. Meenu Verma. Our email IDs are given here. So you send the CV of the supervisor to us on these email IDs. Either you can send it to me or to Dr. Meenu, either of us, okay, through email or by, it is better to send us by email by 1st December, that is next Monday. So you have about a week's time to identify your supervisor. You meet and discuss in the college where you studied, or the college which is close to you, or a home science college. You talk to them and you send their CV to us. It will be very, very useful, so that they are approved to guide you. Okay. So do not be late in mailing, as this will delay your research work. In case you cannot find a supervisor in your city, please mail us so that we assign you a supervisor. Okay. So if you are not able to find a supervisor in your city, we will try to find it for you, find a supervisor for you who can guide you in your city. See, we will try our best to find a supervisor for you in your own city. Otherwise, with the help of the regional center, of course. Otherwise, the supervisor will be sitting in another city, maybe in Delhi. So he or she may, guide you from another city, which is a very difficult thing. So it is better that you find a supervisor in your own city that will, and send us the CV of your supervisor by mail positively by 1st December. Please mark the date 1st December 2025. So once we approve your supervisor on mail, you can start preparing the research proposal under the guidance of your supervisor. Once you receive a mail from us, it may take us 2 or 3 days to, see the CV of the supervisor, and then we will immediately mail you that, yes, your supervisor, so and so, for example, it is Dr. Renu Mishra or Dr. Deepali, whoever it is, she or he will, after seeing their CV, will say that the supervisor is fit to guide your research work. We'll send you a reply mail, and then you can start preparing your research proposal under your supervisor. Now, once you prepare your research proposal under your supervisor, you will have to submit it to the Google form link which is provided by RC Delhi 3. So RC Delhi 3 will prepare a Google form link and send it to you. On that link, or we will send the link that is created by RC Delhi 3. Most probably they will send it to you directly. You will have to upload your research proposal on that link. That will be the submission of your research proposal. Now your research proposal should be submitted on or before 15th December positively. So you have 3 weeks from now. You can start looking for your supervisor, inform us, send the CV of your supervisor. Maybe you can send it within 2-3 days itself from now. We will approve your supervisor. We'll send back saying, yes, your supervisor can guide you. And then you can start preparing the research proposal under your supervisor's guidance and submit it on the Google form link, which is provided to you by RC Delhi 3. So once your proposal is uploaded on the Google form link, the research proposal will be sent to evaluators who will approve your research proposal. They will see what is there in the research proposal and what needs to be added or what has to be removed. They will give their suggestions and they will send it back to you saying that these are the changes required in the research proposal. The evaluator may even say that you make major changes in your research proposal. or the evaluator may say that you make minor modifications in the research proposal and start doing your research work right away. So once they approve your research proposal or whatever along with the comments, RC Delhi 3 will mail you this information and you can start your project work. So this is the third step. So please be very alert. You will be receiving mails and you have to send mails and so on to us and to RC Delhi 3. Any delay in communication will only delay your research work. So just try to fast pace your work in the coming weeks. The first step is look for your supervisor. The second step is once you find a supervisor, you send the CV of the supervisor to us by mail. We will approve your supervisor, and then after that you will also prepare your research proposal under the supervisor and upload it on the link that is provided to you by RC Delhi 3. Once your research proposal is submitted on the link, the RC Delhi 3 will forward it to the evaluators, will evaluate your research proposal, send it back to you with their comments, and you can start working on your research project, your study under your supervisor. So now I request Dr. Meenu Verma to discuss on how to prepare a research proposal.
Please unmute, ma'am.
थैंक यू हिना मैम। जैसे कि अभी तक के डिस्कशन में हिना मैम ने आपको बताया कि आपको सुपरवाइजर अप्रूव कराना है, उसके बाद एक रिसर्च प्रपोजल प्रिपेयर करना है। तो इस रिसर्च प्रपोजल में कौन कौन से पॉइंट्स होने चाहिए वो मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि जब सबसे पहले आप अपने जो प्रोजेक्ट प्रपोजल है या रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट प्रपोजल है उसका टाइटल आप डिसाइड करेंगे, और जो भी आपका इंटरेस्ट एरिया है उससे रिलेटेड आप टॉपिक इसमें ले सकते हैं जो कि हमारे होम साइंस एक्सटेंशन और कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स हों, और टॉपिक बहुत ही क्लियर, ब्रीफ एंड स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए। आपका टॉपिक बहुत लंबा या बहुत लंबे सेंटेंस में नहीं होने चाहिए, बहुत ही क्लियर और ब्रीफ होना चाहिए। और टाइटल के साथ आप उस रिसर्च प्रपोजल में एक इंट्रोडक्शन, एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन लिखेंगे जिसमें कि टॉपिक से रिलेटेड मैक्सिमम जो डिस्क्रिप्शंस हैं उसके एरिया को कवर करते हुए, और कुछ प्रायर स्टडी को भी आप उसमें कोट कर सकते हैं जो कि रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर की तरह आप अपने इंट्रोडक्शन में भी उसको लिख सकते हैं, और साथ ही उस टॉपिक की क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है उस टॉपिक को क्लैरिफाई करते हुए, उसके कॉन्सेप्ट को क्लियर करते हुए वो इंट्रोडक्शन में इन सब चीजों को आप मेंशन करेंगे। इसके बाद नेक्स्ट जो होगा स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम। स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम आपको इंट्रोडक्शन के साथ ही ऐड करना है, और ये बहुत ही ब्रीफली तरीके से आप लिखेंगे कि आपने जो भी टॉपिक लिया या जो प्रॉब्लम पे आप रिसर्च करना चाहते हैं वो कितना रेलेवेंस है या उसकी क्यों जरूरत है। आप वो स्टडी अगर करना चाहते हैं तो क्यों करना चाहते हैं, उसकी क्या आवश्यकता है, वो आप इसमें ऐड करेंगे। इसके बाद जो हमारा रिसर्च प्रपोजल होगा उसके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बनाएंगे, 2 या 3 मैक्सिमम 3 या 4 ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हो सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे कि आप स्टडी करना चाहते हैं टू स्टडी द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ ड्रॉप आउट एमंग गर्ल चिल्ड्रन इन अ रूरल एरिया, तो इसके लिए आप 3 या 4 ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बना सकते हैं, जैसे टू स्टडी द रीजन फॉर हाई ड्रॉप आउट्स रेट एमंग वेरियस सोशियो इकोनॉमिक क्लासेस ऑफ द पीपल। इस तरीके से आप 3 या 4 ऑब्जेक्टिव्स प्रिपेयर कर लीजिए अपने टॉपिक्स के। ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के साथ ही साथ हाइपोथेसिस भी किसी भी स्टडी के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट होता है कि वो एक वेरिएबल्स को टेस्ट किया जाता है, और हाइपोथेसिस में हम पहले ही एक हाइपोथेसिस बना लेते हैं कि हमारी जो स्टडी होगी उसके बाद ऐसे एक्सपेक्टेड आउटकम्स आएंगे, और उसको जो वेरिएबल्स को टेस्ट किया जाता है हमारे जो भी स्टैटिस्टिकल टूल्स होते हैं उनके अकॉर्डिंग। तो हाइपोथेसिस अगर आपको अपनी स्टडी से रिलेटेड बनाते हैं तो आप इसके लिए हमारा MHC 008 कोर्स भी पढ़ सकते हो। उसमें डिटेल में दिया गया कि कैसे आप हाइपोथेसिस फ्रेम कर सकते हैं। और एक जो अच्छा हाइपोथेसिस होता है वो टेस्टेबल होना चाहिए। देन आपको यूनिवर्स ऑफ द स्टडी, जैसे जो पॉपुलेशन होती है, हम अगर कहीं पे स्टडी कर रहे हैं तो हम किस एरिया को ले रहे हैं। मान लीजिए कि आप किसी एक विलेज को लेते हैं तो वहाँ की विलेज के पूरी पॉपुलेशन आपकी वो स्टडी की यूनिवर्स होगी। और इसके बाद हम इसमें से सैंपल डिसाइड करेंगे। तो वो आपको अपनी प्रपोजल में लिखना है कि आपने कौन सा विलेज अडॉप्ट लिया है अपनी स्टडी के लिए, और उसमें से सैंपल आप रैंडमली या क्लस्टर सैम्पलिंग से या डिफरेंट सैम्पलिंग मेथड से आप उसमें से अपने लिए सैंपल, अपनी स्टडीज के अकॉर्डिंग सैंपल्स आप उस इस प्रपोजल में लिखेंगे कि आपने कितने सैंपल्स लिए और कौन सी सैम्पलिंग मेथड्स को यूज किया। देन जब आप सैंपल्स डिसाइड कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद आता है कि टूल्स फॉर डाटा कलेक्शन। आपने जो भी स्टडी है आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के अकॉर्डिंग आपने सैंपल्स लिए, और सैंपल्स में आप स्टडी कैसे करेंगे, जैसे इंटरव्यू के माध्यम से करेंगे या आप वहाँ पे केस स्टडी है या डिफरेंट मेथड्स अगर आप यूज करते हैं तो उसके लिए कौन से टूल्स यूज करेंगे। मान लीजिए कि आपने इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल यूज किया कि वहाँ पे इलिटरेट पॉपुलेशन है, उनका आपको इंटरव्यू करना है, तो एक इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल आप तैयार कर लेंगे। तो उसकी जो टूल्स की है उसकी डिस्क्रिप्शंस भी आप देंगे कि आप कौन सा टूल यूज कर रहे हैं अपनी स्टडी के लिए। तो टूल्स फॉर डाटा कलेक्शन में आप लिखेंगे अगर आप इंटरव्यू ऐड कर रहे हैं या इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल कर रहे हैं या कोई केस स्टडी करेंगे, कौन सा टूल यूज करेंगे, या फिर ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम अगर करें, कोई ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल है, तो इस तरीके की चीजें आप इसमें मेंशन करेंगे। और जब आप डेटा कलेक्शन के बाद डेटा एनालिसिस होती है तो आप अपने प्रपोजल में ये चीजें मेंशन करेंगे कि जो भी आपने डेटा लिया है उसकी एनालिसिस कैसे करेंगे, कौन कौन सी स्टैटिस्टिकल मेथड्स आप यूज करेंगे। जैसे अगर डेटा आपने कलेक्ट कर लिया तो आप डेटा एंट्री SPSS के माध्यम से कर सकते हैं, एक्सेल शीट पे कर सकते हैं, और उनको फिर कौन कौन सी स्टैटिस्टिकल मेथड्स यूज करके आप अपनी डेटा एनालिसिस करेंगे। जैसे परसेंटेज यूज की आपने, मीन मीडियन निकाला, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन है या को रिलेशन है, अपने डेटा को किस तरीके से आप एनालिसिस करेंगे वो इसमें आप मेंशन करेंगे। और जो टेबल है डेटा से रिलेटेड आप टेबल भी मेंशन करेंगे। और उसमें टेबल में जैसे कि सारे जो इम्पोर्टेंट टेबल्स होंगे वो आप अपनी स्टडी में रखेंगे, तो वो ये डेटा एनालिसिस में चीजें आएंगी। और साथ ही आपको अपेंडिक्स भी लगाने हैं अपने जो रिसर्च। अभी प्रपोजल में सिर्फ इतनी चीजें, जब आप चैप्टर राइटिंग करेंगे तो उसमें आप जैसे टूल्स अपने डाटा कलेक्शन के लिए जो टूल्स यूज किए हैं वो अपेंडिक्स में ऐड करेंगे, और रेफरेंसेस भी। तो आप जब प्रपोजल बना रहे हैं तो कोशिश करिए कि आप रेफरेंसेस भी या जो प्रायर स्टडी है या रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर है वो भी कलेक्ट करके रखते चलिए। देन इसके आगे हमारा हाउ टू प्रिपेयर रिसर्च प्रपोजल। जब हम ये तो हमारा प्रपोजल, ये प्रपोजल रेडी करके इसमें रेफरेंसेस भी आप ऐड करिए, और इसको अप्रूवल के लिए आप बाय मेल, जैसा कि हिना मैम ने बताया, आप बाय मेल अपना रिसर्च प्रपोजल हमें भेजिए, ताकि कि हम उस पे जो भी एक्शन हो, आपका एक्सेप्टेंस या रिजेक्शन जो भी होगा वो हमारे बाय मेल आपको मिलेगा, ताकि आप फिर उस प्रोजेक्ट पे आगे काम कर सके। इसके आगे जो है कि हाउ टू प्रिपेयर रिसर्च प्रपोजल, इसमें कुछ हिना मैम आपको बातें बताएंगी। हिना मैम।
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Meenu. Can you hear, all of you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the screen is visible. So, like I said in the beginning, how to look for your supervisor and how to get approval of your supervisor, how to prepare your research proposal and submit your research proposal. But the main part, how to write, what is the sequence of preparing a research proposal, was just explained to you by Dr. Meenu Verma. At the end of today's meeting, we'll also show you some sample research proposals so that you understand what a research proposal looks like. एक research proposal दिखता कैसे है, वो भी हम आपको एक दो samples दिखाएंगे towards the end of this session. But first, regarding the submission. So once your research proposal is approved, एक बार आपका research proposal बन जाता है, approve हो जाता है, तो आप क्या करेंगे कि आप प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करना शुरू कर देंगे. Once you start working on your research project, that is conducting literature review, collecting data for your study, and then working on your data and analyzing it. After that, after the completion of that, after that, you will be preparing a research report in the form of a file, project file. Now, it is preferable that the project file is, spiral bound and submitted like a file, and it should be done under your supervisor. Once everything is completed with conclusion, references at the end of the project or bibliography, whatever you do, after the final finish of your project, you have to get your project signed by your supervisor, and on every page, your supervisor's signature and your signature should also be there. In case you're going to submit it on an online portal, like in the previous year for MHCP-001, in case you have submitted it online, then the pages have to be scanned and uploaded in PDF format on the portal for submission. Okay, so in the university website, there is a link for project submission. It's called Project Submission Portal. So you can submit it there. But it is preferable that you submit a hard copy of your project report so that the evaluator can actually check your work in detail properly. So each scan page again should have supervisor's signature along with annexures. So like last year, we will be providing you with a manual or a handbook in which you will have some annexures which you have to attach when you submit your project report, research project report. So, and also that your work was done in with the help of a community organization nearby. So again, you can do your research work with the help of an NGO if you feel like, or on your own, it's up to you. So all these details you'll find in your project handbook. Okay. So some of the broad areas and topics for research which you can do are like this: role of non-formal education in community development. तो ये हैं कुछ areas जिस पे आप काम कर सकते हो अपने research पे, just to make you think and keep the mind trigger going, as to what you can work on. आप कौन से area पे research कर सकते हो. So nutritional status of women or children in tribal areas, exposure of rural or tribal women to community media, food habits or consumption patterns of adolescents or women, because this is related to maternal health, need for skilling in handicrafts or food preparations or any other product development for promoting livelihoods of communities, occupational safety and health of rural women, user-friendly climate information services for women farmers, extension teaching methods, food consumption patterns amongst adolescents. So some areas are focused on women, but many areas are not focused on women. So कुछ areas हैं जो women पे focused हैं, कुछ areas हैं जो largely community based हैं. तो आप choose कर सकते हो आपको जो area of interest दिखाई पड़ता है. Methods of fundraising, case studies, community-based natural resource management, role of NGOs in community development, watershed development as a tool for sustainable rural growth, public participation in local governance, that is your panchayats, rural urban linkages and their socio-economic impact, role of self-help groups in empowerment and poverty reduction, use of social media and community mobilization. So some of these areas are very new. They are new emerging contemporary areas for research in community development and extension management. Folk media and rural communication strategies, role of ICTs, that is information communication technologies in health, agriculture, education, employment, or any other. Role of community kitchens in improving nutrition education strategies for rural communities. So all these are related to the communication chapters which you studied last year. Gender concerns in urban, rural, tribal areas related to business, farming, community kitchens, self-help groups. Community-based approaches to reduce anemia in women, because anemia is a big issue when it comes to health and healthcare services. Assessment of skill development, training of training institutes. जो training institutes हैं आपके areas में, how good are they in generating skill development, in rural, tribal or urban areas? This is largely for livelihoods. Food safety awareness among rural households, waste management practices at the household level, water management, sanitation and hygiene in slums, financial literacy for women in rural or tribal areas. So where does the need for financial literacy come from? It is coming from the need to make women bankable, because they are working in cooperatives, self-help groups and so on, but they don't know anything about finances. उनको पैसे के बारे में कुछ मालूम नहीं, बजट के बारे में मालूम नहीं, सेविंग्स और क्रेडिट क्या है उसके बारे में मालूम नहीं. So these areas are very new and niche areas which you could take up. Impact of financial literacy, women in the unorganized sector, role of women in gig economy, capacity building of rural women through skill training, evaluation of extension programs in rural or tribal communities, self-help groups as tools for women's economic empowerment, entrepreneurship among rural women, violence against women, community level interventions, women's participation in decision making bodies, digital inclusion in women's empowerment, gender sensitive participatory approaches in community development. What are those approaches where women could be involved, and what are those areas which are gender sensitive where their requirement is necessary. Role of extension in women's empowerment, evaluation of the effectiveness of various communication channels like community radio, local newspapers and television advertisements on enhancing business skills of rural women. Many rural women, they would like to start business but they do not have basic skills. तो उनके entrepreneurship के लिए किस तरह की effectiveness communication channels की होती है, that is important. Women's participation in local governance or organizational setup like workplace through leadership training, the role of gender responsive budgeting in achieving economic equality, study on advocacy for equal pay and policies to close the gender pay gap. If you remember, we had a chapter in advocacy last year, so this is related to that. You have chapters in advocacy this year also. Analyzing the impact of policies on women's access to land, credit and other productive resources. So those who want to deep dive into very micro level research, they can take up these topics also. Role of microfinancing and other funding mechanisms in supporting women's green ventures. तो most of the women जो महिलाएं हैं रूरल एरियाज या ट्राइबल एरियाज में, उनको ग्रीन वेंचर्स में एंटर करने में बहुत ज्यादा दिलचस्पी है. दे नो हाउ टू मेंटेन and do climate green activities. So for that, you can connect certain other issues like role of microfinancing and funding mechanisms who support their green ventures or green entrepreneurship ventures. Role of women leaders in Panchayati Raj, combination of community-based marketing, that is self-help groups, local fairs, word of mouth, and digital platforms like social media to reach rural consumers. Mobile phone and internet penetration influences on rural women's awareness on products. How do mobile phones and internet affect women's awareness? उनके awareness को कैसे बढ़ाता है? And how they can run their own business. The influence of social capital and peer networks, such as self-help groups in disseminating marketing messages and building brand loyalty among rural women. So these are very, very interesting areas which you can work on, which you can deep dive into. Now I'll request Dr. Meenu to suggest more broad areas which you can see on the screen.
थैंक यू मैम. इसमें जैसे कम्युनिकेशन टूल्स यूज इन एक्सटेंशन, जिसमें जितने भी ब्रॉड एरियाज या टॉपिक्स रिसर्च के बताए गए हैं, जरूरी नहीं कि आप इन्हीं टॉपिक्स को अडॉप्ट करो. आपको ये एक आइडिया दिया जा रहा है कि इस तरीके से आप एक टॉपिक सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो जो कि आपके कोर्स से रिलेटेड हो. नेक्स्ट जैसे इवेल्युएशन ऑफ पीआरए टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स फॉर कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट. पीआरए टूल्स हमारे कोर्स में भी आपको पढ़ाया गया है. देन हमारा जो फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट था उसमें भी पीआरए टूल्स पे एक्टिविटी दी गई थी. एंड बिहेवियर चेंजेस कम्युनिकेशन फॉर इम्प्रूव्ड हाउस होल्ड प्रैक्टिसेस. बिहेवियर चेंज कम्युनिकेशन एक कोर्स है हमारा सेकेंड ईयर में. उसको भी जब कोर्स को आप पढ़ेंगे तो उससे भी रिलेटेड आप बहुत सारे रिसर्च टॉपिक आपको मिल सकते हैं. साथ ही डिजिटल लिटरेसी इन रूरल एरियाज या आंगनवाड़ी सेंटर्स एंड रोल ऑफ आसाज इन आईसीडीएस प्रोग्राम्स, या इसके अलावा डिफरेंट गवर्नमेंट प्रोग्राम्स पे भी आप स्टडी कर सकते हैं. साथ में रोल ऑफ प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर सेंटर्स इन रूरल हेल्थ केयर सर्विसेज. Then health and nutrition status of adolescents, girl or women और child पे भी आप बच्चों पे भी कर सकते हैं. Then health and nutrition status of pregnant और lactating women in rural community और urban community. तो different इस तरीके के टॉपिक्स भी आप ले सकते हैं. एंड फैक्टर्स एसोसिएटेड विथ मॉल न्यूट्रिशन अमंग विमेन एंड चिल्ड्रंस इन रूरल एरियाज, विमेन इन क्लाइमेट स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर, जो कि हमारा जो एग्रीकल्चर का जो फील्ड है वो रूरल एरिया से रिलेटेड है, तो उससे रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स भी आप ले सकते हैं. साथ ही कम्युनिटी पार्टिसिपेशन इन इम्प्रूविंग हाउस होल्ड एनर्जी यूज, पार्टिसिपेटरी अप्रोचेज टू इम्प्रूव मैटरनल एंड चाइल्ड हेल्थ, enhancing community resilience through women's leadership, community based water and sanitation management with gender focus. जैसे sustainable development goal की बात हो रही है तो उससे related topics भी आप ले सकते हैं. Analysis of the extent of grassroots level participation in rural development and rural development policies and grassroots level realities, या exploration of the welfare aspects in rural development. इसके साथ इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ट्राइबल डेवलपमेंट स्कीम्स ऑन ट्राइब्स, जो डिफरेंट गवर्नमेंट की स्कीम्स हैं रूरल एरियाज के लिए या ट्राइबल्स पीपल्स के लिए, उन पे भी, उन डेवलपमेंट स्कीम्स पे भी आप काम कर सकते हैं. आपके पर्टिकुलर एरिया में किस तरह की स्कीम्स चल रही हैं और उनका क्या हमारी सोसाइटी पे या हमारी कम्युनिटी पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है, वो भी आप टॉपिक ले सकते हैं. ए स्टडी ऑफ द अप्रोचेज ऑफ एनजीओज टू कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट, जैसे कि लास्ट हमारा जो फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट था आपने किसी न किसी एनजीओज के साथ कोलैबोरेशन में कंप्लीट किया, तो डिफरेंट जो एनजीओज के वर्क हैं उससे रिलेटेड भी टॉपिक आप ले सकते हैं जो कि कम्युनिटी में काम कर रहे हैं. सोशल कैपिटल एंड कम्युनिटी रेजिलियंस. देन evaluation of the contribution of folk media in rural development, impact of mass media on community development. जो कम्युनिकेशन या मास मीडिया या फोक मीडिया ये भी हमारे कोर्सेज का पार्ट है, तो उससे भी रिलेटेड टॉपिक आप ले सकते हैं. द केस स्टडी ऑफ रूरल एक्सटेंशन प्रोग्राम्स, analysis of performance of rural extension programs, या functioning of panchayat raj institution and their contribution to rural development, and the contribution of khadi and village industry to rural development, या study of policies and programs that are gender responsive. the impact of specific CSR activities, such as environmental protection or health programs or a community quality of life, analyzing how CSR initiatives influences a community human development index. एंड कुछ और भी टॉपिक हमने यहाँ रखे हैं, जैसे कंपेयरिंग द इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ CSR इन रूरल वर्सेस अर्बन कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट। जैसे कि हम रूरल और अर्बन कम्युनिटी के बीच में डिफरेंसेस भी देख सकते हैं, उसको कंपेयर करके भी कुछ स्टडी कर सकते हैं। Evaluating the role of CSR in fostering social capital and community well-being, the challenges and solution for implementing effective CSR in a community, examining the role of stakeholders engagement in ensuring CSR initiatives meet community needs, and researching the effectiveness of different CSR models, such as those focused on evaluation, education, health, and infrastructure. Challenges faced by highly vulnerable groups such as women, small and marginal farmers, tenant farmers, and tribal communities in assessing formal credits. Analyze the socioeconomic institutional and policy factors, for example, education, caste, affiliation, gender, and assets ownership that influences on hinder marginalized household access to the formal credit. इसके साथ ही assess the impact of improved credit access on the household income, living standard, and poverty reduction among marginalized population, including its role in fostering entrepreneurship and self-employment. आप entrepreneurship and self-employment से related भी कुछ topics आप ले सकते हैं. Study the specific effects of microfinance and self-help groups on the economic and social empowerment of rural women, including their participation in household financial decision making and ownership of assets. And the role of NGOs or community-based organization in rural healthcare, education, employment. These sector में हमारा जो NGOs का ये community बेस्ड जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो हमारे कम्युनिटी के लिए काम करते हैं, उनका क्या रोल है या वो क्या इम्पैक्ट डाल रहे हैं इन सब एरियाज में, उस पे भी काम कर सकते हैं. देन ग्रीन टेक्नोलॉजीज दैट एड्रेस स्पेसिफिक नीड्स लाइक क्लीन कुकिंग सॉल्यूशन और biodegradable materials often led by women innovators. How women integrated their local knowledge into sustainable product innovations such as solar cooker, stoves or engineered bamboo homes. इसके साथ ये डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स है जो कि हमने एक ब्रॉड टॉपिक्स कुछ आइडियाज देने के लिए स्टूडेंट्स को यहाँ पे बताए हैं. इसके बाद जैसा कि हमने बताया था कि रिसर्च प्रपोजल किस तरीके से तैयार करना था, तो प्रपोजल जब कंप्लीट हो जाएगा तो हम जो अपना रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट है उसमें जो चैप्टर प्लान है वो मिस रह गया था, वो मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि आप जब चैप्टर प्लान करेंगे अपने प्रोजेक्ट का, रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट को जब आप प्रिपेयर करेंगे तो उसमें चैप्टर प्लान करते समय आप पहले सारे जो चैप्टर्स हैं उनको लिखेंगे कि कुछ जब रिपोर्ट राइटिंग लिखेंगे, रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट जब लिखेंगे तो आपका चैप्टर प्लान वो क्लियर होना चाहिए. और हर चैप्टर में आप एग्जांपल उसमें 15
you are sharing or I'm sharing?
Ma'am, you can you share it? Okay.
You want me to go back to the chapter plan?
Yes, ma'am. How to prepare research project writing?
Okay.
Project
I'll
writing.
just go back to that. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. कि जब हम प्रोजेक्ट राइटिंग करते हैं तो उसमें क्या क्या हम गाइडलाइंस फॉलो करेंगे कि हम जब एक पहले चैप्टर प्लान बनाएंगे, डिफरेंट चैप्टर होंगे हमारे प्रोजेक्ट में, जैसे कि कहा कि इंट्रोडक्शन होगा, देन रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर होगा, डेटा कलेक्शन, तो डिस्कशन होगा, समरी होगी, तो इस तरीके से चैप्टर्स होंगे. तो आप उसमें चैप्टर्स मैक्सिमम 20 पेजेस के अराउंड में हर चैप्टर आप लिखिएगा.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, this is. Hello,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Good evening,
Yes.
ma'am. So I got the mail, ma'am, from your side that I would have to join this one. I am a first year MSc. in community development
First year
and
MSc.
home science. Yeah, ma'am. Yes. So what I'm going to get
Okay.
from this one, ma'am? I want to know that by joining
So
this.
this meeting was not for you. It is not for
Ah,
first year MSc students.
okay.
This is for second year MSc students. Yeah.
All right. Ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry. Thank you.
अ, इसमें हम जो चैप्टर्स प्लान करेंगे हर चैप्टर्स का नंबर लिखेंगे, चैप्टर्स के टाइटल्स, चैप्टर्स में जो भी इंट्रोडक्शन होगा उसमें टाइटल्स, सब टाइटल्स और कंक्लूजन, और साथ ही साथ रेफरेंसेस भी होंगे, और चैप्टर्स में जो भी ग्राफिक्स होंगे, इलस्ट्रेशंस होंगे, कुछ पिक्चर्स होंगे जो कि आप अपने रिसर्च के ड्यूरिंग पिक्चर्स भी जियो टैग रखिएगा, आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट में उस पिक्चर्स को भी ऐड करिएगा, वो सारी चीजें आप अपने चैप्टर्स में इंक्लूड करिए। और जब टेबुलर फॉर्म में अपने डेटा को आप दिखाते हैं तो उसमें कोशिश करिए कि जो इम्पोर्टेंट डेटा हो वो टेबुलर फॉर्म में हो, बाकी डेटा को आप ऐसे नैरेटिव फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं। तो ये जो चैप्टर्स प्लान, ये पॉइंट रह गए थे जिसको हमने लास्ट में डिस्कस किया, और साथ ही जो टॉपिक्स हमने आज डिस्कस किए या बताए हैं, ये पीपीटी भी हम लास्ट में आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे। तो वो टॉपिक से रिलेटेड आप एज इट इज टॉपिक ले सकते हैं, बट आप अगर खुद से भी टॉपिक्स बनाएं तो बेटर होगा। वो आपको एक आइडिया दिया गया है कि हमारे कोर्स से रिलेटेड जो हमारा प्रोग्राम है एमएससी होम साइंस स्पेशलाइजेशन विद कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट एंड एक्सटेंशन मैनेजमेंट, तो उसके ब्रॉड एरिया को कवर करता हुआ कोई भी आप टॉपिक ले सकते हैं। कंपल्सरी नहीं है कि हमने जो टॉपिक्स बताए आप सिर्फ उसी में से लें, तो आप भी कुछ टॉपिक्स अपने हिसाब से ले सकते हैं। देन लास्ट हमने बताया, मैम ने बताया भी था कि मई में आपको प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट करना है, और आपको अगर हार्ड कॉपी सबमिशन है तो आप हमारे इस एड्रेस पे हार्ड कॉपी सबमिट कर सकते हैं, प्रोफेसर हिना के बिजली मैम को या मुझे, डॉक्टर मीनू वर्मा। हमारा एड्रेस यहाँ पे शो कर रही है मैम, इस एड्रेस पे भी आप हार्ड कॉपी में अपना प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट हमें डायरेक्ट भेज दीजिए, जैसे कि आपने फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट हमें भेजा था। Then, ma'am, stop sharing. Then, फैजल सर, अगर स्टूडेंट्स की कोई क्वेरी हो या स्टूडेंट कुछ पूछना चाहें।
So I hope whoever has joined today, all of you have understood how to prepare a research proposal.
बरखा, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
बरखा कुछ पूछना चाहिए? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, my query is my assignments numbers have not been uploaded yet. Not even a single subject. I have mailed twice or thrice to RC Delhi, but I'm not getting any reply. I have uploaded the assignments online.
So Dr. Faisal, I think we'll have to look into that. What Barkha is saying, that her assignments are not yet evaluated, I think.
Yes,
or
Barkha,
marks have not been uploaded.
Barkha, you may write your roll number and course codes for which the assignments are not uploaded in the chat box.
Okay, sir.
Write the details in the chat box. We will check.
Okay.
Okay.
Monica Yadav is also writing the same thing.
Monica.
I'm just making a note of their names. Yeah. Actually, before we take any questions, I want to share a couple of project proposals with you, yes, so that you know what a project proposal looks like. So when you send it for approval, this is how a sample project proposal should look like. Okay. So quickly, let me share a project proposal with you. It's not difficult. It is not rocket science. I'll just share with you. So is it visible?
Yes,
Is the
ma'am.
screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a project of Delhi University. You can see the name of this, the title of the study is Empowering Self-Help Groups Through Online Marketing, Towards Online Marketing, a study in Delhi NCR. Okay. So this is a small study. You can just have a look at it. So in the beginning, the rationale is given as to why you're taking up this study. And then you have the objectives of the study. If you want, instead of rationale, you can also write introduction here. Okay. After writing introduction, you can give the rationale. That is why you want to do the study. And then you come down to objectives. General objective is to empower self-help groups towards online marketing as a tool to widen their existing business. Specific objectives is to study the specificities, to study the selected self-help groups with respect to their business strategy, to study the knowledge and skill level regarding online marketing platforms, to design and implement a need-based intervention program, and to study the change in knowledge and skill level of the beneficiaries post-intervention. So this is an intervention study where pre-intervention we see their knowledge levels, and after you have introduced some kind of a knowledge process, you see the change in their knowledge and skill levels. Then you use the third subheading is operational definitions. जैसे इस particular study में अलग अलग जो words हैं उनके क्या definitions हैं. For example, self-help groups. For the purpose of this study, the self-help groups will be the one which are operating in Delhi and having offline business operations. Empower refers to increasing the knowledge and skills among self-help groups. Knowledge, for the purpose of this study, the concept of online marketing. इसमें knowledge build करना. Benefits of online marketing platforms, strategy for online marketing. Skill beneficiaries need-based intervention program. The meaning of all these terminologies or the definitions are given here. Then you go to the fourth section called methodology, where you write about the locale. For this study is Delhi NCR. And sample selection, sample size, sample selection. Phase 1, that is pre-intervention, will include assessment of knowledge and skill levels of self-help groups. First, you will try to assess their knowledge and skills on self-help groups towards online marketing. For example, sample size will be 5 self-help groups. Then at that time, you will do the sample selection of 5 self-help groups. The reason is given how. Then phase 2 is the intervention phase, where you will randomly draw beneficiaries from phase 1 sample size, thinking that if you empower them, their knowledge and skills will improve. So the sample size for phase 2 will consist of 2 self-help groups from phase 1. Only 2 from out of 5. Then after that, the phase 2, that is post-intervention, you find out what was the increase in the knowledge levels. So, and then you see the difference. So this is how you propose post-intervention, pre-intervention. What tools are you going to use in phase 1, phase 2? Implementation of need-based intervention program. That is, you increase their knowledge levels. That is the intervention program. And phase 3, what changes are seen in the beneficiaries after you introduce the intervention program. So you will use a post-intervention tool, that is questionnaire, to find out how their knowledge levels have increased. And then you mention the tools for data collection. What are the tools for the study that are going to be? Like questionnaire, group discussion, telephonic communication, Google form for feedback and appraisal in this study. And then you have to write data analysis and interpretation. How are you going to you know, analyze the data as per the study objectives. Did you collect the data that was supposed to be collected? Will it be coded or not? Will it be tabulated or not? By converting open-ended questions into close-ended questions, a coding sheet will be devised for all the responses. After that, master sheet will be made by entering all the data that is being taken. Further, as per the objectives of the study, the inferences and conclusions of the study will be made. So this is how you're going to write, how your data is going to be analyzed and interpreted. Scope of the study will be conducted in Delhi. The self-help groups which are working in offline businesses mode will be included. Limitations of the study, sample size is restricted to 5. So in this particular study, the sample size will be restricted to 5. You could have taken 10 or 20, but due to time constraints, you are reducing the sample size only to 5. Study is done only in Delhi, which already has a good number of empowered self-help groups. Communication gap may be there due to restrictions imposed by COVID norms. So this study was done during COVID time. So hence, this was a limitation at that time, and this is how you give the references. Then you give the tools which you will be using. Questionnaire, you'll attach the questionnaire, that is the tool that will be used in the study. So this is an example of a research proposal. Training feedback form, what data are you going to collect in the feedback stage from the and in phase 2 from the participants. Was the session satisfactory? How was the course and all? Which part did you find most important? Which part did you find most interesting? Vagera, vagera. That is. So these are some tools which are attached here. This is the example. This is a brief research proposal. You can make a similar proposal. It need not be an intervention study like this. It could just be a study which you are using for finding out. It could be an exploratory study or an empirical research. Now I will share another research proposal with you. So the research proposal is of another student. It is of another type, again community based. Is the research proposal visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the title of this study is Perspective of Women Towards Biodegradable Sanitary Napkins. A study in Delhi NCR. So again, the rationale is given. You can even give the introduction here. And then the objectives are given. So the rationale consists of why you are conducting this study. You give a background introduction of what is the reason behind us, thinking about biodegradable sanitary napkins. Is it related to, sustainable development and so on? How how it affects waste disposal, eco-friendly in an eco-friendly way, and things like that. Then again, you have objectives, general objectives, specific objectives, then operational definitions. What is biodegradable sanitary napkin? Biodegradable napkins are made with eco-friendly material and decompose without harming the environment, etc. Who are women? For this study, women refer to those who are in the age group of 20 to 40 years, living in Delhi using either biodegradable sanitary napkins or synthetic napkins. Perspective of women will be studied in terms of drivers, barriers, and satisfaction level in purchase and use of biodegradable napkins. Awareness will be studied in terms of women's knowledge about biodegradable sanitary napkins based on availability, their awareness on availability, price, benefits, drawbacks. Drivers will be studied with reference to the use and purchase of biodegradable napkins. Barriers will be studied with reference to the use and purchase of biodegradable sanitary napkins. So you can see in the operational definition, all those keywords which are used in the study are explained or defined here, but in the context of the study. Study से related जो definitions हैं वो दिए गए हैं यहाँ पे. Then methodology, the locale where the study will be conducted. So you write about the population of Delhi and why, why you're choosing this locale. Because most of the biodegradable sanitary napkins are available in Delhi NCR. Hence, they thought that this study is feasible for conducting in Delhi. Sample selection and sample size, inclusion criteria. What was the reason for women to get included in the study? So sample will consist of women who are using either biodegradable sanitary napkins or synthetic napkins. Sample size of 60 women of those who use biodegradable napkins and synthetic napkins. So 30 biodegradable users and 30 synthetic users. Data collection tools again. It could be Google Forms or any other way of like questionnaire also. You can change your own, you can use your own freshly designed questionnaire, or you can use already existing questionnaires or standardized tools. Data analysis and interpretation. So, and how you do the coding. So these are just examples of another research proposal. References, this is how you write. And then questionnaire, you'll attach in your research proposal questionnaire for women using biodegradable sanitary napkins. So they could be open-ended questionnaires or they could be close-ended questionnaires. Then you have ranking, rank the top 3 benefits that make you shift towards biodegradable napkins. So you are making a ranking scale also. Most important, important, least important. 1, 2, 3. Then there are many questions related to biodegradable sanitary napkins. It's given here. So this is how the tool looks like. It's quite lengthy. The lengthier it is, the better for you to collect more data. So questionnaire for women who are using synthetic sanitary napkins will be alag hai. That's a separate questionnaire which could be similar to the biodegradable one. So this is how you prepare your research proposal, in which you have research proposal. The first page should consist of your name, the name of your university, the name of your supervisor and date. Then you start with the research proposal consisting of introduction and rationale, going to general objectives and specific objectives, operational definitions, methodology in which you have locale, sample profiling, sample size, and better to explain in flowchart ways, data collection tool, data analysis, and how you explain the data. So this is how you write a typical research proposal with the help of your supervisor, and then you submit it for approval by evaluators in the Google form that will be provided to you by RC Delhi 3. And it should attach your tools also. The research proposal should be having the tools which you will be using in your study. In a very systematic way, the tools should be presented. So this was about the second research proposal. So I will not show many research proposals here, otherwise you'll start getting confused. And so this, we complete our presentation here. If there is any doubt from anybody, we are happy to answer. Just that one more thing which you should all remember. First of all, we'll be sending you today's PPT to all the learners. We'll be mailing the PPT because this is a kind of a guideline for you to do project work. Secondly, along with the PPT, we'll be sending you a course which you'll receive in print form in a month or so. It's called Research Methods in Community Development and Extension Management, MHC-008. So you read up this course, and we have provided you with some titles and some areas which you can work on. Even if there are small areas, you can frame them into sentences and conduct your own study. So these are all small hints for you to frame the title of your topic and start working on them. These are all related to community development and many of them are easy to conduct. So we will be mailing you both today the guidelines, that is the PPT which we presented today on how to prepare, how to identify your supervisor, how to prepare your project proposal, etc. It has in the PPT. So please read the PPT very well so that you get into action immediately and start identifying your supervisor immediately. Secondly, start working on a topic which you can do. Don't think of a very high-fi topic. Think of a topic which is simple and easy and very scientific, which you can do in your own area with the help of your supervisor. And be in touch with Dr. Meenu and me for any doubts. Yes, we are also very busy generating content for you, but we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And if there is a need for another session on this, we will definitely conduct one more session, because today the attendance is very low. About 30 students are there. So that is there. So now the floor is open for questions, and Dr. Faisal, if you would like to, add to some things which we have spoken today, we experts kindly add, and others are most welcome to ask us questions and participate.
Thank you, ma'am. In fact, you have explained everything in detail regarding synopsis and project and all the aspects, how to prepare. A student must first prepare a clear and simple synopsis, which is the plan of the research project. And you also guided them how to choose a suitable topic, how to write the introduction, make objectives, and method for collecting the data. Everything you inform our learners with your presentation in detail. As far as the assignments are concerned, though this is not the topic for the session, I would like to inform the students that I personally will check whether your assignments have been updated or not in your grade card. You may write your enrollment number and course codes in the chat box, and then I will get it checked whether your assignments are updated or not. And if these are not updated, I will see where is the problem, and definitely will look into it. So thank you so much. And now the floor is open for questions. You can ask your questions.
फैजल सर, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने लिखा है कि उन्होंने फर्स्ट ईयर के फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट नहीं किए हैं हमारे, क्योंकि हमारे पास भी टोटल 167 स्टूडेंट है हमारे इस बैच में, जबकि 60 के नियर अबाउट ही प्रोजेक्ट हमारे पास आए हैं. तो जिन्होंने सबमिट नहीं किया है उनको अगर कोई गाइडलाइन बताना चाहते हैं, जो फर्स्ट ईयर के भी फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट नहीं सबमिट कर पाए हैं अभी तक.
I think we have already conducted a meeting on this. I mean, how to submit the field project and everything.
Yes.
अगर स्टूडेंट्स को कोई इसमें कोई गाइडलाइन चाहिए, स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम गाइड ऑलरेडी उनके पास अवेलेबल है, और फिर भी अगर वो अभी तक नहीं समझ पाए हैं तो
सर उनका कहना है कि अभी सबमिट नहीं किया है, तो क्या हम रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट के साथ सबमिट कर सकते हैं? स्टूडेंट ये जानना चाह रहे हैं कि अगर वो फर्स्ट ईयर कंप्लीट कर चुके, एग्जाम दे चुके, पर फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट उनका रह गया है, तो मार्क्स तो अपडेट होंगे नहीं जब तक फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट नहीं करेंगे.
जी जी, तो मेरे ख्याल से इस बारे में आप लोग बताइए कि क्या हो सकता है.
नहीं, स्टूडेंट्स को तो हमने कहा है कि आपको मैक्सिमम 4 इयर्स मिलते हैं, और जब तक आप सबमिट नहीं करेंगे आपके मार्क्स अपडेट नहीं होंगे. फर्स्ट ईयर का रिजल्ट भी नहीं आएगा आई थिंक, जब तक कि फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं होगा.
I think I have a suggestion here. Those learners who have not submitted their field project of first year, please do it within a month, so that gets updated in your you can submit it to us directly. हमने बताया था कि जिन learners ने field project submit करना है first year का MHCP-001, they should submit it directly to us. with signature of the supervisor of the NGO,
जी
right?
जी
And
हाँ,
along with
आपने
the
ये बताया था, बिल्कुल मुझे याद आ रहा है कि आपने ये बताया था अपनी मीटिंग में।
यस सर, लेकिन हमारे पास सिर्फ नियर अबाउट 60 प्रोजेक्ट आए हैं, फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट।
Good evening. Can I come in, ma'am?
यस सर।
yes, Dr. Rahman, please. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening to all
Good
of you. And good evening, Dr. Faisal.
गुड इवनिंग।
I have 2-3 observations with regard to this synopsis proposal and the project, and also the internship, what you have just now mentioned. In my perception and in IGNOU practice also, students should not allowed to submit the proposal unless they are clear all this internship and field work. Like other courses, MAPC, BLIS, and other courses, they normally do once they submit the project, once the field work, MSW also, field work and internship is completed, so that student can understand that now everything is finished. Now I have to write my proposal, I have to submit in, and then I have to work on my report itself based on the approval or rejection. Number one. Number two, if any student missed that as Dr. Meenu madam said that only 60 students submitted. It is choice of the student. You cannot force the student, because normally if they register 500, 400, 300, you are not expecting that every 300, 200 will submit the same. They have their own procedure to follow to complete the course. Some are very active, they can complete within the minimum time framework, and some are they have their own choices. So they can submit after the last minute of this validity of registration. So it depends on the student itself, because the flexibility has been given by the IGNOU itself. So we
Dr.
cannot
Rahman,
force it.
sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
What I understand, आप जो कह रहे हैं उससे मुझे जो समझ में आ रहा है वो ये है कि जब तक फर्स्ट ईयर का फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट नहीं होता है, फर्स्ट ईयर में भी जो प्रोजेक्ट है
जी,
उनको ये नहीं स्टार्ट करना चाहिए।
मैं यही कहना चाह रहा हूँ, अलाउ नहीं करिए, क्योंकि क्योंकि ये डिसीजन आपकी अथॉरिटी, इसमें आपका स्कूल चाहे तो कर सकता है, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि फर्स्ट ईयर उनको कंप्लीट कर लें, सारे इंटर्नशिप, फील्ड वर्क, कोर्स, उसके बाद वो रिसर्च की तरफ आए तो बेटर, ताकि वो फोकस करके रह पाए कि अब मुझे प्रपोजल सबमिट करना, अब मुझे प्रोजेक्ट करना, वो फील्ड वर्क तरफ उनको भागना नहीं पड़ेगा। क्योंकि कुछ प्रोग्राम में उन्होंने ऑलरेडी ये दे रखा है कि आपका अगर रिसर्च या प्रोजेक्ट अगर सबमिट करना है तो ये एस्पेक्ट आपके कंप्लीट होने चाहिए, तभी आप इधर बढ़ोगे, नहीं तो नहीं बढ़ोगे। तुम ये अथॉरिटी आपकी है, लेकिन जो हम लोग जैसा रीजनल सेंटर पे जो हमारी प्रैक्टिस है, उस हिसाब से मैं आपको जो है वो हमारा इनपुट है।
बट इट इज लॉजिकल, if students from have not submitted the project in MSc first year,
yes,
it means they are not prepared to do the research project in MSc second year. It is a basic requirement to complete all the courses of MSc first year to move on to the second year.
Yes.
Okay.
Later.
I hope learners, you have understood this.
And then the last point that I wanted to make before the student itself, as Dr. Faisal has already indicated, that for submission of assignment, your allotted center or the nodal RC is the regional center Delhi 3. So whatever the link, link they have provided, you have to submit it, and the date should be into the consideration. While because the submission of assignment have their validity and have their minimum and maximum period. Apart from that, the duration for last date of submission of assignment. So this you have to keep in mind. And if you by any chance you miss, you may please contact to the regional center Delhi 3. They may allow, they may not allow, or they may give another option to submit the same. With regard to evaluation and updation of assignment, yes, evaluation of assignment may take a lot of time, because the university has already given such time, 2 months, 3 months. After that, they start segregating the material. Then they find the evaluators and they send the submitted assignment to the evaluator for evaluation. So they need time. So you need not to worry. Even if you have submitted for first year, if it is not cleared, if it is not updated, you just give the reminder. You just mail them to the regional center Delhi 3. Kindly look into the matter, because it doesn't going to affect any of your first year and second year. Whatever the component is being completed, it will reflect in your grade card, and whatever is remaining, it will be remain, because ultimately you are not going to get any degree in the first year or first semester. So ultimately, after completion of your program, you will get the degree. But yet, if you feel that your assignment marks have not been updated, you can reach to the regional center Delhi 3. They are the right person to tell you where exactly and what is the problem, why it has not been updated. This I wanted to communicate, ma'am. And with regards to, ma'am, evaluation of the supervisor, one more question from you, ma'am, as well, just for my more understanding clarity. Normally what happens in IGNOU, if a student has submitted a proposal for any project, then it has been approved by the evaluators. Our regional center sent to the evaluators, and evaluators send it back whether rejection or approval, and the same is being communicated to the student, prospective learners. But it has a validity. Say, for example, I have submitted for December 2025 session, I submit a proposal for approval or rejection. But I could not submit the report based on my approved proposal. So till how long this validity of approved proposal will continue? Whether 1 semester, 2 semester, 2 year, 1 year, how much? Because in
One
normally
semester.
other program also, it is valid only for 1 session. Next session, you have to resubmit your proposal again, because might be there are some changes, some modification, what. So it's just for my own understanding. What is you think that it will be valid up till 6 months, 1 year for any approved proposal?
I feel that we can keep the validity for 6 months.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, it's better.
Otherwise, the title and the nature of work becomes redundant or meaningless.
Yes.
So we
yes.
will keep the validation for just 6 months. और वो 6 महीने के अंदर बच्चा सबमिट नहीं करता है, तो फिर हम उनको कहेंगे कि दोबारा आप प्रपोजल सबमिट करें.
जी जी जी, मैं यही जानना चाह रहा था. ऐसा भी हो जाता है कभी कभी, स्टूडेंट सबमिट कर देता है, इवेल्युएशन में टाइम लगा, दैट इज नॉट मैटर. लेकिन हाँ, जो आपका प्रपोजल अप्रूव्ड हुआ है, within 6 months you have to submit the report on the proposal approved by the evaluator. ठीक है मैम, थैंक यू. बाकी नेक्स्ट
थैंक यू फॉर क्लैरिफाइंग डॉक्टर रहमान. Yeah. So Barkha Bali would like to ask question, and then Barendra Jena ji also will like to ask. Please.
Ma'am, like my assignments numbers are not uploaded, so should I go for the research project of second year or not? Because the status of not completed is shown on the grade card.
No, you can go ahead, Barkha, because your marks will be ultimately uploaded. So you please go ahead with the research project, because we don't have that kind of time. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Mr. Barendra Jena, yes, please ask.
Ma'am, actually, I want to request something. Last time
Can you increase your volume? Your volume is very low.
Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I want to request something. Last time when I was doing that field work, it was very much difficult for me to meet people or organize. Like this year, which you are including that supervisor's part. So could it be possible to make it easier? Like, yes, we can find someone who can assist us, but they aren't going to entertain us. Like, they aren't going to sign each paper, each page. So I think it should be more simplified, no?
See, research project, Mr. Jena, is not simplified. This is the only process for doing the research project. It cannot be more simplified. We have already simplified the process for you all. Otherwise, it is taken up by academic counselors in study centers and all that. Here, we are only telling you to contact a supervisor whom you know.
Ma'am,
So what we can do in your case is, which is your regional center from which you took admission?
RC Angul, Odisha.
Angul. So we can talk to the regional Dr. Faisal. We can talk to to RC Angul and ask them to provide him with an academic counselor who is a supervisor also of social work or psychology or sociology or home science. Can we do that?
That will be great help for me, ma'am.
So we can help our learners like that.
Yes, yeah. I advise the learner to please contact regional center Angul. He will advise you to go to your study center.
Yes, we are going to contact your main vigilance center, that is after Delhi 3 only. They don't have so much knowledge about these projects and this course as
No,
well.
actually, Dr. Faisal, what he's saying is, he won't be able to do it from RC Delhi 1. So we'll have to identify an academic counselor and give it to him, so that he can do his research under him.
Ma'am, even if you arrange me, then I have to sign it from his or her. No, so that will be difficult for me as well if he or she is sitting outside from my place. So I'm actually my concern is that. So
Please do one thing, Mr. Jena. Please mail us your concerns and we'll see how we can take it up with the RC. You mail us what your constraints are, what your problems are, but doing research project is compulsory. And I'm sure you'll be able to do it. See, research project doesn't mean that you collect data from the field. You can do an empirical study of 3 or 4 NGOs, community-based organizations, or you can do a secondary research of maternal health or some other social issue. So that is fine.
Okay, ma'am. That part I will be.
But it should be under supervisor. It should be done under supervisor's guidance.
Actually, that part actually makes me more difficult.
So you please mail us your concerns and we'll see how we can help you. Write which RC you have enrolled under, which area while you took admission, which RC you enrolled under. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, I think if you can identify the academic counselor, the eligibility criteria and share with all the regional center, it will be easier task for the other regional center to circulate the same information to all the prospective learners.
Sure, we have already done that. We'll once again do it.
Yes.
No problem. We'll do it.
Okay.
And we'll write the purpose also there.
Yes.
That is more important.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
मैम और भी चैट बॉक्स में स्टूडेंट्स के क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं कि कैन 2 or more student work under one supervisor?
I have written that under one supervisor even 10 students can work. I have answered. Renu Sharma and Bhumika Verma, you want to ask any questions? Renu Sharma, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Good afternoon. Actually, ma'am, I'm sorry, this is an irrelevant question, but I wanted to ask about books and assignments. Actually, because of my job issues, so I want ke bhai main apne time ko how should I manage?
So Renu, actually assignments, the books are again under print. You will be getting them only in 2 or 3 months. Let me be very honest with you, because we have already sent the material for printing, but it takes time for them to print it and send. So we will send you the soft copy slowly, one course. In a month, we'll send you one course so that you can study accordingly. So this today we'll be sending you a course called Research Methods in Community Development and Extension Management, which is already gone for print.
Okay, ma'am.
So you can start reading it. It will help you in doing this research project.
Yeah, sure.
And assignments also for, we will upload assignments gradually, and you can start doing the uploaded assignments. And maybe in 1 or 2 months, we'll upload some more assignments which you can do.
Okay, ma'am.
So that way you can complete all the assignments in a phased manner. Naturally, you cannot do all the assignments of all the courses in 1 or 2 weeks. So we will send you the courses and the assignment links in a phased manner, and you can keep, completing your assignments also. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, मैम मुझे ये पूछना था, मैंने फील्ड वर्क जो है प्रोजेक्ट का अपना सबमिट करा दिया था उससे पहले, डेडलाइन से पहले, अभी तक उसकी कोई अपडेट नहीं आ रही, ना कोई अपडेट है, ना
वो
कोई
भी
marks
एक्चुअली
है।
अंडर इवैल्यूएशन है सारे फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स. आई थिंक इन अ मंथ all your marks will be uploaded in a month or less than that. Okay?
और मैम इस साल के असाइनमेंट्स का भी अभी कुछ हुआ नहीं है, कोई एक आधी आ
हाँ,
जाती
वो
तो मैम
भी
वर्कशीट हो
हम
जाती।
जैसे डॉक्टर मीनू, यू कैन.
यस मैम. आपको असाइनमेंट्स जैसे 2 कोर्सेज हैं हमारे, आप कुछ कोर्सेज के असाइनमेंट्स अभी आपके साथ हम शेयर कर देंगे. जैसे हमारा एक कोर्स है ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट का, और आपका एक और कोर्स है CSR. अगर किसी ने ऑप्ट किया है, वो ऑप्शनल कोर्स है ना, फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ CSR. ये 2 के असाइनमेंट्स हम आज के मेल के साथ ही आपको शेयर कर देंगे. और साथ ही बाकी जो असाइनमेंट्स हैं, 2 कोर्स के और असाइनमेंट विद इन वीक हम आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे, जिसमें कि MSc 008 जो कि मैम ने कहा कि उसकी सॉफ्ट कॉपी भी हम आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे, तो वो असाइनमेंट भी आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. तो आपके पास 4 असाइनमेंट्स होंगे. बाकी भी असाइनमेंट्स आपको जल्दी मिल जाएंगे उसकी सॉफ्ट कॉपी के साथ, जो कोर्स मटेरियल है उसकी सॉफ्ट कॉपी के साथ. ओके भूमिका?
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम.
और
what is the format of CV?
There is no format of CV, Abhishek ji. You can just send a CV of 1 or 2 pages of the supervisor. Okay?
मैम, जैसे हिना मैम ने आप लोगों को PPT में बताया है कि जो एलिजिबिलिटी है सुपरवाइजर की, तो वो मेंशन होनी चाहिए कि उनका डेजिग्नेशन क्या है, स्पेशलाइजेशन क्या है. उस CV में आप इसे, और एक्सपीरियंस 2 इयर्स का हमने रखा है, PhD रखी है, तो वो सारी चीजें उसमें मेंशन होनी चाहिए.
और क्या आप हमें सुपरवाइजर प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं?
अभिषेक जी, देखिए ऐसा है कि हम आपको सुपरवाइजर थ्रू हम रीजनल सेंटर को ही कांटेक्ट करेंगे, वो आपको सुपरवाइजर प्रोवाइड करेंगे इन योर रीजन.
उसमें वो हर
But
एक
if we
पेज पे
cannot
जो
find a supervisor, we will provide a supervisor from Delhi, and you have to be, उनके साथ आपको कॉल्स पे रहना पड़ेगा दिल्ली से. वो मुश्किल हो जाएगा आपके लिए. तो हम अगर आप ढूंढ लेते हैं सुपरवाइजर और उनकी डिटेल्स भेजते हैं, तो ज्यादा बेहतर रहेगा.
हाँ मैम, ठीक
है ना? अगर बहुत डिफिकल्टी हो रही है, तो आप हमें फौरन 4-5 दिन में बता दीजिए.
हमने सुपरवाइजर के भी स्पेशलाइजेशन डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट के रखे हैं. वो सिर्फ होम साइंस के नहीं हैं, एक्सटेंशन एजुकेशन के भी हैं, सोशल वर्क के भी हैं. तो आपको अपने नियर बाई कॉलेज या यूनिवर्सिटी में मिल सकते हैं. आप एक बार ट्राई करिएगा.
So if there is no more question, what we suggest is to all the learners who joined today, thank you, you all joined. It was very important for all of you to know how to carry out this research project. So what you need to do now is we will be mailing you today's PPT. जो PPT आज हमने present किया है, वो आपको भेजेंगे ताकि आपको समझ में आ जाए कि सुपरवाइजर कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है, क्या मेल भेजना है. डॉक्टर फैसल जो है वो एक गूगल फॉर्म बनाएंगे और वो RC3 के वेबसाइट में अपलोड होगा.
जी, वेबसाइट पे अपलोड कर देंगे.
वेबसाइट पे अपलोड करेंगे, एंड यू कैन ऑल सबमिट योर रिसर्च प्रपोजल्स ऑन दैट वेबसाइट. by December 15th. Okay, once you identify the supervisors and take approvals of them from us. उसके बाद हम बाकी का सारा you will have to conduct your research work after identifying your supervisor, submitting your proposals. And if there are any doubts, we can have another session also in a couple of weeks. Okay. So we'll be sending you all the course MHC-008 today of research methods in community development and extension management, and also the PPT of today's PPT. Okay.
Okay.
So Kasi, you have joined just now.
No. I am still from the beginning.
Oh, you're there from the beginning. Is there any doubt you need to ask?
No, madam. I am following all the.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you for joining. I was remembering you and your friend.
Yes, ma'am. Yajna is also there from the starting.
Okay. Thank you so much. If there are any doubts, please reach out to us by mail and we'll try to clarify. And if anything is needed, we can again conduct a similar session for you in a few weeks. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So let's wind up, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Faisal.
Okay. Thank you so much. In fact, मैं अपने लर्नर्स से ये बताना चाहूँगा कि दे आर सो लकी कि आप जैसे प्रोग्राम कोऑर्डिनेटर्स उनको मिले हैं, क्योंकि हमारे डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स हैं इतने एक्टिवली, बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स में जितना हमने देखा यहाँ पे उतनी एक्टिवली प्रोग्राम कोऑर्डिनेटर्स अपने स्टूडेंट के साथ इंगेज नहीं हो पाते हैं। तो आप बहुत लकी हैं कि हमारे जो प्रोग्राम कोऑर्डिनेटर्स हैं, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं, प्रोफेसर हिना के बिजली एंड डॉक्टर मीनू वर्मा, इन्होंने स्टेप बाय स्टेप आपको शुरू से ही, जैसे ही आपने एडमिशन लिया उसके बाद से ही लेकर के आप जो है असाइनमेंट कैसे सबमिट करना है, इसके लिए हमसे कोऑर्डिनेट करके एक गूगल फॉर्म बनवाया और असाइनमेंट सबमिशन हुए उसमें। अब मैम का ये कहना है कि एक और गूगल फॉर्म लिंक बनाया जाए जिसमें आप अपने सिनॉप्सिस अपलोड कर सकें वहाँ पे। तो हम बहुत जल्दी इस गूगल फॉर्म लिंक को बना करके आपको ईमेल करेंगे और साथ ही साथ उसको RC Delhi 3 की वेबसाइट पर अपलोड भी करेंगे, ताकि आपको ये रहे कि जब भी आप सिनॉप्सिस अपलोड करना चाहें वहाँ पे अपलोड कर दें। और कोशिश ये करना है आपको कि जितनी जल्दी हो सके आप उसको अपलोड करें। जहाँ तक सुपरवाइज़र की बात है, सुपरवाइज़र के बारे में मैम ने बताया कि सुपरवाइज़र बेसिकली आपको अपने लेवल पे सर्च आउट करना है और उसमें देखना यह है कि जो एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया मैम ने अभी बताया अपने प्रेजेंटेशन में, उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए अगर आप कोई एकेडमिक, कोई टीचर कॉलेज में, किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में आप ढूंढ पाते हैं तो ये आपके लिए ज़्यादा बेहतर होगा। अगर आप कोई सुपरवाइज़र नहीं पाते हैं तो हम लोग ये कोशिश करेंगे, या फैकल्टी हमारे मेंबर्स ये कोशिश करेंगे कि आपको यहाँ से प्रोवाइड किया जाए, लेकिन आपको फिर उन तक पहुँचने में थोड़ी परेशानी होगी। इसलिए आप बेहतर यही है कि अपने लेवल पे या रीजनल सेंटर, जो आपका रीजनल सेंटर है उसकी मदद से, अपने स्टडी सेंटर की मदद से आप उसको सुपरवाइज़र को फाइंड आउट करके उससे हेल्प ले लें। सुपरवाइज़र का जो सिग्नेचर है आपके सिनॉप्सिस में भी होता है और प्रोजेक्ट में भी होता है। तो जब भी आप सिनॉप्सिस सबमिट करें तो सुपरवाइज़र का साइन ज़रूर करवाएं, और साथ में जो सुपरवाइज़र का जो बायोडाटा है उसका बायोडाटा भी आप सिनॉप्सिस में ज़रूर अटैच करें। और साथ ही साथ जब प्रोजेक्ट आप बनाएं तो उस प्रोजेक्ट में भी जो सुपरवाइज़र का बायोडाटा है उसमें भी अटैच करना है। और प्रोजेक्ट के साथ साथ जो है आपको सिनॉप्सिस भी अटैच करनी है, ताकि ये क्लियर रहे कि आपकी सिनॉप्सिस क्या थी और क्या आपने सिनॉप्सिस के हिसाब से वो प्रोजेक्ट तैयार किया है या नहीं। तो थोड़ा सा इसमें टाइम लगता है, लेकिन हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपका जो मिनिमम ड्यूरेशन ऑफ प्रोग्राम है उसके अंदर अगर आप टाइम से सबमिट करते रहे तो मिनिमम ड्यूरेशन के अंदर आपका प्रोग्राम कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। और इसके लिए हम अपने कॉलीग्स, खासतौर से डॉक्टर रहमान साहब का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं कि उन्होंने वक्त निकाला हमारे लिए और हमारे लर्नर्स को गाइड किया। प्रोफेसर हिना बिजली और डॉक्टर मीनू का एक बार फिर से मैं तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू सर।
Thanks to all. Thank you, Dr. Faisal, for organizing this meeting for us. Thanks to all the members who joined from other RCs. And to the learners, we are here for you. If ever you need any more sessions or any clarification, we are here to help you out. So please reach out to us. There may be sometimes there is a delay. हमें mail करने में we delay in mailing you, but don't think we will not mail you back. We will definitely respond to you. So all the best for your research project, and do it with a lot of commitment and sincerity. I'm sure you'll get good marks then. Okay. All the best to all of you. Thank you.